I actually put a link online, so all of us could have went on our phone and just had a talk with everybody looking on our phones with this. I'm going to show you that. You have a link to this Canva doc. All right. I actually created this with AI this morning. And Tim knows how I procrastinate and delay things.
I never would have said that.
Oh, yes, right. All right, let's take a look. All right, how to do more real estate deals with AI. It's about doing real estate deals. I don't care how you do them. AI just should be it could be like a staff member where you have stuff you want to get done and you're not doing it, so you have someone else do it. So you can do that. You can get advice from AI to tell you what to do. But you need to be doing stuff that gets the phone ringing or gets you in front of a seller. Amen. All right. So if you want to buy a property, you have to make an offer. If you're not making offers, then you got to reach out and either do outbound, right? Reach out. Or how many people like the idea of sellers calling you all the time? That's the only way I do it. And I started buying houses in 1996, and I bought over 500 houses, not flipping, but buying and holding and then selling, and it was without any of my capital or credit. Okay, it's creative financing, and there's a lot of investing models. What I'm going to show you today, you can apply to any investing model. Okay, and you can apply it to land, houses, commercial, AI, but there's certain frameworks that you're going to walk away with today, not only on generating leads and doing more deals, but frameworks with that's going to give you the success in using AI in your business. How many people think you can continue to be successful in your business without AI? Right? You think you can? It might be harder.
It's harder.
It's harder, yes. You could be successful. I agree.
But it's harder.
It's harder. Well, why work harder? All these things that you know would work for you if you just did more of it, or you have problems that you need to fix in order to, because it's not working. AI is good for all of that. So I'm going to give you some prompts. Time permitting, I'm going to demonstrate those prompts, but one way I can demonstrate how to get the most out of AI is actually take one of the problems you guys have and solve it right here with AI. Okay, so I'm going to give you all the prompts that we talk about. I'm going to tell you what the prompts do, and how many people knew you were going to get a couple free programs when you came here today. I think that was in Tim's email if you saw that. So I'm going to give you two really great programs, and I'm going to show you what's in there, okay, and what they do. One's called How to Make $600 an Hour with ChatGPT. All right, how many people want to do that?
Sure.
That's the first workshop that I did for my membership organization, like, I don't know, 3 years ago. When did Chat come out? It was about 3 months after ChatGPT came out, okay? And I started, I was doing coaching and training for real estate investors, and then I started using AI to make my job so much easier, helping them be more successful and getting stuff done. And so now I'm all over AI, and you want to be hanging out with a group of people that are doing that. Can AI be a rabbit hole?
Yes.
Absolutely. Can it be overhyped?
Yes.
All the time, right? You want practical applications, and it can be a rabbit hole. It could be entertainment. It's better than Netflix, okay? But are you getting stuff done? Because my total focus is making money, generating income, building cash flow, and building wealth. The way we do in real estate, we don't have to reinvent the wheel, okay? But if we're missing, we have any gaps, we can fill in those gaps either by, hanging out and getting education from like a real estate club, asking AI, getting into the resources you already own. So, and one of the great things about AI is feeding it all the stuff that you already got and educating it. Do you realize how much more powerful it is for AI to give you good output when you educate it, when you train it, when you give it more context? Okay? If you're not getting good output, It's because it doesn't, you're not asking the right questions, so we're gonna talk about that. All right, what if AI could do the heavy lifting? I'm not a tech guy, I'm a 40-year-old, I'm not 40 years old. For 40 years, I've been kind of like a direct response marketing guy, okay? I got started in 1988 as the director of marketing for Advanced Neurodynamics, which is NLP.com today, okay? And then, after being a consultant for a couple years, it was sucking up all my time because I could only charge so much per hour. So I saw all the gurus on TV about buying real estate, right? And I ordered some of those courses. And then I went to a Ron LeGrand convention in 1996. And then I bought his all of his modules. I bought the whole enchilada from Lou Brown. I bought Bill Bronchick wasn't there, but I bought all of Bill's stuff. And those were my mentors getting me started with creative real estate. But I applied my marketing background to the real estate, and then I've been teaching that ever since. Because to me, real estate is all about marketing. Marketing for buyers, marketing for sellers, marketing for investors and lenders, and building relationships, and that's all marketing, okay? And now, AI is great for all of that. All right, so I'm not a tech guy. So today we'll see, you'll see it work live, real investor problems. We're walking out with tools you can use. Yes, you're gonna be walking out with a lot of tools. What's the biggest challenge? So what's your one thing slowing you down? I think we already talked about that. The biggest thing is what? Not enough leads? Not enough deals?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Is there a lot of competition?
Yeah. Depends.
Do you think there's a lot of sellers that can't sell their house now?
Yes.
Is that a good time to buy?
Yes.
It's a good time to help people. Do you not make money helping people?
Yes.
Sure. So the more problems that buyers and sellers have, you should be, this is where we shine, because we can help solve bigger problems. And a lot of people that aren't here or whatever, they get out of the business because they don't have enough flexibility or the right strategies to succeed. So let's take a look. So one of the biggest challenges is deal flow. So we'll talk about that. Answers shape what I'll demo. The game has changed. Most investors haven't. Investors closing more deals aren't working harder. AI is free, available today, and your competition is already using it. You don't need 50 tools. You need 2 or 3 tools that support you in your daily workflow. That's what I do. And then you go to additional tools when you need to. You don't have to, and you want to master one tool. So either ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini, one of those as your main AI advisor. Okay, so how many people are already using mostly ChatGPT?
I use a little bit of each.
And how many people are using mostly Claude?
Kind of balance.
Claude is getting better, is like my new choice, okay? But of course, ChatGPT comes out with their new model like yesterday, right? So now, they're always butting heads. So I go to multiple tools, those 3, for different reasons. And I'll go to grok.com when I want something more up to date and news and unfiltered, okay? So you'll learn which ones to go, but you need a main one because they all kind of build memory about you, and that's context. The more AI knows about you and who you are, what you do, how you do it, and why, then you can ask simple questions and it knows why you're asking that question. But if it doesn't have that memory, if you're new, then you want to give it that context, and that's what we do with how to make $600 an hour with ChatGPT. We do what's called reverse prompting, which is we say, hey, I want to make $600 an hour with ChatGPT. What questions do you need to ask me so you can help me? Because the AI needs the context. And so why not try and figure out what the AI wants to know? Just have the AI ask you, and then you'll get amazing results. And you can do that with all of your prompts. If you're doing that now, start saying, here's what I want. What questions do you have before you do it? It'll improve everything because you're giving it more context. And one of the things I teach my members is we're starting to do all the time is create context documents where you can just attach it, put it in a project, have that available, like who you are, your business, your investing model, all of that. You can just give it all that context by attaching the document or copy and pasting it into a conversation. So the more context, the better. And that's why you want to use one tool, because it builds up all this context and memory. Now, there are advanced things where you can export the memory and give that to another AI. So if you are going to switch, you do kind of want to do that, but we're not going to talk about that today. So we want to keep it simple. So you don't need 50 tools. You need just 2 or 3 with the right approach. And the approach is everything. It's just a tool. One of the biggest things I've taught people over the years is the 5-step formula for success, which is set a goal, make a plan, plan your work your plan, get feedback and adjust. That's how you achieve anything. It's as simple as that. Set a goal, then make your plan. People do it backwards. They make a plan and they don't really have a goal. And the goal's not smart, it's not specific, it's not measurable, it's just, it's vague, right? A specific goal that excites you, then make a plan. AI is good for that. Then plan your work, get it into your schedule. If you created this plan and that goal is important to you, and these are the things that have to happen, then put it into your schedule, and that's what you should be doing by choice every day, every week, okay? Then just work your plan. Don't think during the week. Just knock out the things you already decided you wanted to do to achieve that goal, okay? And are you always going to be on target? No. You're going to have detours, potholes, roadblocks, and you get feedback and adjust. That's a very simple model. AI understands that model. So when you're using AI, you have to start with a goal. What is your outcome for that conversation? What is your outcome for working with that tool? Go into AI to complete something. Get something done. Or make a decision. Or do your research or whatever. You want to accomplish something. So that's a biggie. That's a strategy. That's a framework that gets you better output or better use of AI. What if sellers called you instead? Stop cold calling, door knocking, and chasing dead leads unless that's what's making you the most money, right? Because all those things work, right? I'm not going to do it because I'm a marketing guy. The reason why I got into marketing, I'm really good at sales, but I hate sales. And so marketing is salesmanship multiplied. And when I created that new program with Bill Bronchak, How to Collect 5-Figure Paycheck Buying and Selling Houses, and I'm selling this course online, and I'm selling my postcard mailing service, right, to investors, and online, right? And they would call and they would say, why should I buy this? And it's like, didn't you read the website? I don't have any patience to sell someone on anything. And then later I hired a partner who wanted to jump on those people that wanted to ask those questions. I want salesmanship multiplied because I was afraid of what? Rejection. Absolutely. I admit it. I was afraid of rejection, and that's one way to do it, because if I mail 10,000 postcards, by the way, you can mail 10,000 oversized postcards for about $2,000, including postage. You might want to write this down because it's not part of my presentation. It's called discount zones. You can send an oversized postcard. It's like remnant space for direct mail. And there's only a couple companies that do it. You get on their schedule, you find out if they have one of those discount zones where you want to mail, and they'll print it for free, and the postage is, you just pay for the postage, which is like 23 cents a piece. So it's called discount zone. But you have to have something good you have to have a good marketing message. You have to have a good design, and you can also do it for free. How many people would like to mail tens of thousands of postcards for free?
Hoorah!
Well, what if you had your message here and you had 3 partners and you charged them $1.30 each? Or you had more and you made some money on each mail.
I've done that, Richard.
Co-op mailing, absolutely. That's one of the things I got started in. That was the first business that I created in North Pole, Alaska, when I was in the Air Force in 1984. When the Macintosh came out, that was my first business, Richard Roop Marketing and Advertising. I went down to Fairbanks, and I went to the business owners, and I walked in the door, and I hated it because this is where I learned to hate rejection, right? I said, hey, I'm publishing this military discount coupon book. We're gonna print up 5,000 copies, give it all to all the new people coming into Fort Wainwright and Allison Air Force Base. And you can have a coupon in there, military discount for $300. And then 50 people in the book. And that was my first business, and I did that a couple years before I left the service to become an entrepreneur, to get rich. That's why I left. But I got the entrepreneurial bug while I was in the service. So that's cooperative mailing or cooperative advertising. And those are advanced strategies, but you can use them. How many people would love to figure out how to do mail postcards for free by getting a couple partners? How many people would like to have AI do all that for you? So we're at the point, and I've been telling people this for a long time, we have a magic wand. You just have to decide what you're gonna wish for, what you want, what's important to you, okay? And we're at the point where you can just about do anything you can imagine, okay? I really believe that. If you believe anybody could possibly do it, then you definitely can do it. And it's just a matter of, is it important to you, and how do you do it, okay? That's the great thing. That's where I am in my life. I just get to decide whatever I want to do. And, but of course, it's not all rainbows and unicorns. It's all, we all have challenges, right? Isn't that where we grow? Isn't that what life's about, right? But choose where you're gonna play the game. So I don't want to cold call, I don't want to door knock, I don't want to chase dead leads. Well, chasing dead leads, see, I'm so good that I will turn those dead leads I'll resurrect them. All right. So, but if they're really dead, get them out of your life, right? So you have the active leads and the follow-up, and then the dead. Yeah, you should be spending all your time on the active and the follow-up. And half of your money, more than half your money, is in the follow-up. And isn't automation and systems a great way to follow up?
Yeah.
So I teach a thing called SOTA, Systems, Outsourcing, Delegation, and Automation. And that's how you leverage your time. That's how you scale. That's how you make a lot more than like one person. Until what we have now with AI, where you can have multiple AI tools and agents doing stuff for you, but it's never going to take the human part of what's important about this business. And this is one of the best businesses on the planet, is buying and selling real estate, okay? And you can't, you're not going to, I teach people to get really clear on what AI can do and what you can do and what AI can't do, right? And what you shouldn't be doing.
So you just mentioned AI agent. Can you talk a little bit more about that? Oh, I'll hold it. Yeah, can you talk a little bit more about AI agents, what you recommend, and because that's a new topic for me.
It's a new topic for everybody, and I'll quickly cover it because we could spend a whole day on that, and some people wouldn't know what we're talking about. But an AI agent it doesn't tell you what to do. You say, I want to do this, and it goes out and does it for you. So I have the ultimate profit generator software that I created like 15 years ago in an elaborate Excel spreadsheet. It's one of the best deal structuring tools on the planet, but it's so elaborate and it's kind of complicated, you have to learn how to use it. And I've been meaning to give it to AI and have it just make it simple and put it online and upgrade it and have AI fill all the stuff that I have to teach people how to go get the after repair value, get the estimated repairs, get the market rent, the homeowners dues, the insurance, all those costs, crunch everything. AI can do all that. Well, last week, I tried again because I tried last year and it didn't work. And I gave it to an AI agent, and I can publish it today. But before I finish the product, I want to create the marketing, okay? Because the marketing is more important than the product. That's what a lot of people are doing with AI, is they're building stuff and they don't know how to sell it or how to monetize it or how to make money on it, and they're wasting a lot of time. They're learning, but you need to apply it to a business or income plan, some type of money plan. So, how many people have heard of OpenClaw?
Security vulnerable.
Yes, there's a lot of problems with, how many people have heard of Perplexity Computer or Claude Cowork? Okay, those are the three biggies, but not a lot of people know what I'm talking about. Okay, and you don't need that. What you need to do is have these free tools and these $20 a month tools helping you every single day get stuff done that you're already doing or that you already want to get done. Okay, because those other things create all these other possibilities, but you have to have a good goal and then a plan, right, before you spend all that time on it. All right, so use AI for, all right, there's a system that gets motivated sellers reaching out to you. It uses AI and direct response marketing together. Watch me build it. All right, so what we're talking about is the AI deal rocket that I created, which is, I think it's 3 prompts. It's a workshop that I did for my members. I spoke on it when I was in Birmingham recently, and it is a program in my library. So every month I do a workshop for the AIM High Society, which is my membership group, which is Artificially Intelligent Marketing for Human-Inspired Growth Hacking. And what we do is we get together and we share, and we support each other, and we put our heads together because this stuff is going so fast, and we also want to celebrate our wins and help each other overcome challenges. So my big job is helping people get up to speed on AI, but with practical applications related to their goals. Because there's so much you can do. Let's have a good goal and let's just knock out the goal with AI, right? So this is one of the programs that I'm giving you for free today, okay?
Awesome.
So we're not gonna have time to like demonstrate each of the 3 prompts, but I already did the webinar. It's in the can. We'll go watch it this afternoon. I'm gonna give you all the prompts. I'm gonna give you the AI Deal Rocket launch kit with all the prompts and the instructions. So that's a free program. So we can go further today, especially after I'm way off topic with my slides. We are on slide 4 out of 50. No. All right. But is this good stuff? Are you guys enjoying this? All right. Should I give away something? All right. How many people have seen this fake movie money? Now don't try and spend those with this fake movie money. Those are $100 bills. What do you do with a fake $100 bill?
Get attention.
You send exactly. You send it. You attach it to a letter to a seller that you're following up, and you can say, as you can see, I've attached a fake $100 bill to this letter. Would that grab attention?
Yes.
Would it get them to read the letter? That's been around for like 40 years. We used to use $1 bills, then I started using $2 bills, and then for my private lenders, I would rip a $20 bill in half and attach it and say, hey, I want to take you out to lunch. It's on me, or whatever. I forget what exactly, but I got like a 90% response rate. For private money, is private money important?
Yes.
Yeah, because you don't want to use any of your money, right? You got other people that want a return on their money. You should be getting a return on your knowledge, your skills, your relationships, your your unique abilities. Okay. So, AI Deal Rockets. Step number 1. There's a prompt which I can show you. I have to switch screens. I'm already connected. I'm not gonna disconnect. But you get this today, okay? So prompt number 1 helps AI pick your farm area. So AI ranks the zip codes by motivated seller density, turnover rate, absentee owners, distress flags, score instantly. Sound useful? You know where to focus and where to spend your dollars. The biggest thing that I teach people when marketing is picking their farm area. Okay? I would not, in Texas, I prefer like rural, outside the metro area, less dense, the sprawl. I told in one of my monthly workshops before I got into AI, so June of 2021, I was telling everybody, it was called Big Profits and Hot Markets. I was telling everybody, this is a perfect time to refinance with the rates low, and it's so hot, you might want to pull out some money, you might want to sell, and that was the perfect timing, okay, to do those type of things. But nobody has a crystal ball, and it depends on what market you're in, so it wasn't perfect for everybody. It was perfect for some of the people that's where their market topped out, price. So, focus on where you're gonna spend your money. So, the prompt is called the Market Scout Prompt. Let me go ahead and see if I can go ahead and just show you this. I'll switch my window to the AI Deal Rock. Alright, let's see if I can. Alright, this is a handout that you'll be able to use today, okay, in a few minutes actually.